Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Boise State's offense will go to work first. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. And when you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the USC Trojans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. You'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
It's complete to the right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Walker. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Velez. Pressure coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously execute.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! A great catch and run for 6.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point.
7, USC 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially...
There he goes! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Trojans are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Cantrell. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, give on the inside. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Velez. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Boise State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
USC 3.
Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if he can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Gives it on the option. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Cantrell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Just steamrolling the defense. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Lets it fly. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Looking for room. It's Walker. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll pull it on the read. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it along the sideline. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive?
They're going to throw it to start the drive.
They're trailing by 14 to Central Michigan. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Velez. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And it's no good. He missed it. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. And the Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And
turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
On target to the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Cantrell. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick. Something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And that one did not work. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the run from inside his own clock. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State has it back ready to go to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this. Holds it in on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. On the move, it's Algier. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Makes the grab. It's Gadecki. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Velez. Caught over the middle, it's Gadecki. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking down the middle. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. With jet sweep pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game.
Touchdown, Boise State! And the punishment has been extended. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and
Lost one deep down the right side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Broncos are in the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And the Broncos want to move quickly. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
USC 10.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the back. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Pickup of 12.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but